So today I'd like to talk about working with the screw relation in Onshape. So with screw relation, unlike the other relations, it only requires one constraint to actually work. And what it does is it makes two objects act like you're tightening a screw or a bolt. So it acts like they have threads to them. So what we have here is two objects, and one has a tapped hole with 1/2 inch 13 thread, and then this has thread on the outside of it. I know you can't visibly see the thread, but they are threaded. So what we have is a cylindrical constraint, which basically means this can slide back and forth and it can rotate within that. What we're going to do is we're going to combine those, so every time it slides, it rotates a certain amount. So what we're going to do is choose screw relation, select our single constraint, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit the green check mark just so you can see what happens. So when I spin this, it moves. Okay. So these do have thread, and I'll show you on one of them. I'll go back to this piece here, and I'll show you external thread. This has 1/2 inch 13. In order to figure out distance per revolution, so we're able to make it so it threads correctly, we would need to put the pitch. So the pitch would be 1 over whatever the TPI or the threads per inch is. So in this case, it'd be 1/13. So I'm going to hop back over to my assembly, and I'll double click on it, and I'll change the distance per revolution to be 1/13. And then I'm actually going to reverse the direction. You'll notice when I turned it, it didn't do lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. It did the opposite of that. So I'm going to reverse the direction and then hit the green check mark. Now when I go to turn it, you'll notice it tightens down. Okay, and I'll show you an animation format so I can show you how to play with the settings on that. So I'm going to animate my cylindrical constraint, and you'll notice with this one, it pops up looking for one or the other. So if you choose the top option here, you'll be able to control how many degrees it turns. Whereas if you choose the bottom option, you can control distance. So if I select the bottom option here, and I have it moving 1 inch, and I click play, you'll notice it threads in, and it goes down to 1 inch, and then it comes back out. The whole piece is 2 inches long, just to give you an idea. So if I change this to 1.5, and I click play, it'll go a lot faster because it's still trying to do 300 steps. So think of it as frames per second. So if I increase that, let's say 600, it doesn't have to do as many frames, so it doesn't move as quickly. Now if I do an animation and I do it the other way, so if I right click and click animate and I select this top option here, then I can adjust the angle. So if I wanted to do, it probably won't move too far, but 720, and I click play, then it will do a full 360 plus another 180 on, or no, 2 full turns, my apologies. And then it'll come back. Okay, like I said, it doesn't go very far because it's 13 threads per inch. So it's traveling 1/13 of an inch twice. Okay, so I hope that was helpful, and I hope you have a wonderful day.